Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we don't appear to be keen on ending this war, although we really should be. We aren't participating in it though. This is a Federation thing, not our problem. So we do have a tradition available, and I know I said I would think about what one we wanted here. I'll be honest, I've given zero thought to this. I think I'm just going to default to Discovery. I don't have another one of these that I really want at this point, and we're going to have to select two additional ones. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We know that getting additional tech speed will be useful, right? So this is fine. We can adopt Discovery. We don't actually care about very much here other than research station output. And, I mean, research alternatives will be useful. Evo Symbiont's upkeep will be okay, and then the Ascension perk and the research speed plus 10%. That's the only things in this we actually want. If we had a tree that was more valuable to me, I'd go for that. But as it is right now, I think Discovery is the one that we're going to go for. Sad. Truly a sad state of affairs. Now, this research grove can be upgraded, and we're going to have a lot more upgrades here in 68 days. Wow, we're 1 day shy of me having to fulfill my contractual obligations. I like it. I'm always glad when I can avoid fulfilling contractual obligations. So at this point, we would love to get an upgrade going here. The question is, do we want to spend the biomass on it? To be honest, I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah, we're just going to wait this out. Save up the biomass, get the planetary root complexes done, because we're going to have a lot, and I mean a lot, of biomass to put into this. As in, not that we're going to have a lot on hand, we're going to need a lot. Also, we don't have a governor here. Should we have a governor here? We probably should. I usually ignore governors because I feel like they don't actually do all that much. And I think it's fine. I think we'll just ignore this for now. I don't actually care all that much. Really, I feel like governors just don't provide enough of a benefit for me to care. That's what it comes down to. So at this point, the planetary... Oh, we're on normal speed. Let's not be on normal speed. Thank you very much. At this point, the planetary root complex is at 10 days until its completion. Beautiful. So that'll get finished up, and we'll have roughly 1 trillion things we need to put in here. Now, our energy credits are full, so let's sell those off, absolutely tank the price, but that's okay. And that's now done, so we can get started building this. Hang on. All of these just went away. Can we only build one? It's going to cost exotic gas. Our exotic gas income is 41, so that's not a concern. My main question is, what is our limiting factor here? It shouldn't be exotic gas. No, it's not. I don't see that there's a planet limit of 1 of these. So why is this all going away when we start this? That's interesting. Oh, there is a planet limit. Yeah, planet limit of 1. So that's fine. This can be the planet limit unless we want it in the think stem. Does that actually change anything? No, I don't think so. So planet limit of 1 on the exotic research enclosure. Gotcha. So that means that this is actually going to be a lot cheaper to get this upgrade done than I expected. Similarly, a planet limit of 1 for the chloroplastic lens array. It doesn't say that in this tip. Hang on. Yeah, it does not say that in this tooltip. But then when we go in here, we see planet limit 1 of 1. Same thing here? Yes. I'm assuming same thing here as well. Yeah. That's kind of wild. I feel like that's a problem. They should probably include that in that initial tooltip. So that's all fine for now. We're going to need to get this upgrade done as well. And this one actually does say a planet limit of 1. Interesting. But this one didn't, did it? Yeah, it does not. Okay, but this one does say planet limit of 1. Wild. They must have just forgotten to include that on most of them? I don't know. I feel like that's something that could have been automatically put into the tooltip. But sure, whatever. So we're going to get this upgraded. All of those are planet limit of 1. So that's understood. This then means that this upgrade is actually going to be far cheaper than expected. Ultimately, that's great. We're happy about that, because that means that we can then come down over here and we can get a planet limit of 1. Oh, this is now saying planet limit 1 here. But once... Oh, hang on. That's interesting. It said planet limit of 1 when we didn't have enough biomass to build it. Now that we do have enough biomass to build it, it no longer says planet limit of 1. That's a clear bug. Okay, cool. So we'll get that going, and that'll be fine. It's interesting to me that these are planet limit of 1, while not, like, complete... Oh, it is food per... Okay. That's interesting. This is a planet limit of 1, despite just being a flat upgrade over the research grove. Right? Hang on, let's go in here. No. We've got those planet modifiers going in there. So these are a planet limit of 1 because they boost all of the others. Understood. That's fine. So we can get that going. We definitely want to get that all put in. No doubt about that. That also means that our exotic materials aren't going to be that big of an issue. So that's fine. Yeah, retrieve the globes. That'll be okay. And we're just going to continue to work through these. This is quite expensive to get these done. So to be honest, we're kind of glad that we don't have to upgrade more of these. Although I think it's kind of odd. I feel like it should be a branch where you can have one separate type of building that is a planet limit of 1 and upgrades all the rest, and then there should be a level 3 for each of these, I feel like, just to feel a little bit more complete. Because a level 2 being the final level is kind of odd to me, but okay, whatever. Neutronium Carapace has finished up. Okay, let's grab advanced mineral production. That'll give us access to lithic baths, which is currently going to lithic macerators. This is for production of what? Oh, right. This is the one that also produces physics research. Gotcha. So we do want to have that for sure. We'll get that underway. And we're going to need to get this done as soon as the month tick happens. We will have enough biomass for that. Any moment now. And there we go. Perfect. We also reached another level of our Federation, so that's neat. And we've got this Crucible world here. So I'm assuming these are also planet limit of 1. So I'm going to put this in the Moltka. Not that I think it actually matters. And let's check in here. No. This one's different. This is not a planet limit of 1. Each of these can be upgraded. Wild. Okay, so that breaks the pattern. Huh. That's very strange. I did not expect the pattern to be broken for smelters. So alloys are treated differently from research. We've done think stems here and think stems here. Maybe its research is treated differently from everything else? We can find out by going to a Unity world, but we'll get there eventually. We'll get it figured out. It's fine. So this is going to be very expensive to get all of these upgraded, but these are only 200 upgrades instead of the 400 upgrades that these planet limit of 1s are. This is still going to be more expensive. I want to be clear about that. And we're lacking in minerals, so let's buy in some minerals, and let's make sure to get these hollow mountains going first. We'd like to boost our planetary mineral output because we're clearly having issues with minerals, right? That's very obvious. I'd like to get all of these going, and those are more expensive. So we'll just get these out of the way, and then we'll start working on getting all of these smelting kilns upgraded. This Cradle of Rebirth should also probably, at this point, be swapped over to a smelting pool. This is a specialized world. We don't necessarily need the biomass coming through. So for now, that seems fine, and we have tile blocker clearance. That's nice. Do we have any others that we can work on? Pulse Carapaces, I don't really care about. Form Federation, we're already in a Federation. Minor artifacts per 100 biologists is neat. We haven't really been spending our minor artifacts as much as we probably should. But there's not a lot that we can spend it on. to be clear. So that's fine for now. Astral threads, this we should definitely be working on. So we should be doing a physics insight right now. We can flash forge a hyper relay, which we may want to do, but what I really want to do is I want to start getting some of these upgrades going. So astral splitting, I don't care about right now. Astral Siphon, on the other hand, we probably want to get this unlocked. So that's a planetary building to increase Astral Thread's storage capacity and provide Astral Drone jobs, which now provides all of the types of research instead of just physics. Interesting. So if we did that, and then we head in here, and we replace this with an Astral Siphon, what's the difference here? +1 physics research per 100 physicists. Astral threads per 100 physicists and mineral upkeep. But that's not jobs? That doesn't provide jobs. Interesting. This is not what the tooltip claimed it was going to be. For now, it's fine. So we do want to go through and clear out any of this dangerous wildlife that we can do. That's definitely something that we want at this moment. So let's go through all of our worlds and clear out dangerous wildlife. The only thing that we need at this point for tile blockers is impassable mountains, as far as I am aware. Tech-wise, that is. There are some where there's an archaeological dig that needs to be cleared out. But here's dangerous wildlife. Let's get that done. There's that archaeological site. Impassable mountains on all of these. That all looks fine. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, so there's that done. Advanced shields have just finished. So that means we need to do an upgrade, and I was waiting for that. I know that we had finished our armor, but I was waiting for that one. So networked movement is fine. We can work on that. And we have an Astral Rift event pending. That's okay. But what we need to do right now is go into our ship designer, because we need to get all of these upgraded. So neutronium carapaces. And we're going to run advanced shielded musculature. Now, this might run us into power issues, and we shall see if that's going to be the case. I'm just double checking all of the rest of this. It looks okay. This is on the juvenile at this moment. So the juvenile's fine, and I think they're all fine at this time. So let's see. Yeah, we've got enough power here, and we've got enough power here. So we'll save that. That looks good, and we'll do the slasher next. Just checking the energy burster. I think that's fine. I'm not concerned about that. I would like to get this upgraded to level 2, but we can't do that just yet. So let's get the shields on here. And I think our power should be okay. Yeah, no issue there. Down to juvenile, double checking these. These are all the same for all of them. And yeah, that looks okay. And this one's different, but that's expected. We'll save that. That looks good. And then our harbingers. So our harbingers can absolutely be brought up like so. Interesting that our juveniles actually have more armor than our matures and elders, but our matures and elders have more firepower. That's very interesting. I'm not sure what's up with that. But at this moment, we do have a power issue on one of these. We're not sure which one yet. So this is the elder. It's fine. And then we go to the mature. It's also fine. And then we go to the juvenile. Actually, this design already exists. Oh, this auto-upgraded. Right. That's the issue. It's not a power issue at all. It's just auto-upgraded. So that's fine. We then need to come in here and get all of these guys upgrading. That's going to be lengthy and somewhat expensive, but we'll get that going. Now, civilian ships. So I want to head out over here and start filling in this area. And out this direction, I want these guys to start heading up here. Cool. And we'll just work our way through all of this. That looks fine. Okay, so back to our constructions. So this is fine. We're not going to get any more out of this right now. This is fine as well. Here we need quite a lot of work. So we need to get that done, and then we need to get all of these smelting kilns going. And that's going to be quite a lot of biomass. So this is a smelting kiln here, and that goes up to the solid light smelter. There it is. We finally found the solid light smelter. Okay, so that is the Planet Limit 1 upgrade building. Gotcha. So we were lacking a tech for it. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. So at this point, yeah, show us your wares. I don't care. This is fine. So we need to get some of these upgrades going. We're just waiting for additional biomass to come through. I'm going to get this upgrade going. I'm kind of standardizing around this one being the upgraded, like the fully upgraded variant. And that's not going to be the case for Heart of the Artichoke. That's right here because I hadn't standardized it yet. And same with this one. But I'm thinking about having it be here just so that I can see at a glance this one's already done. So that's the idea. So in this case, we would have this guy be what would be upgraded. But for right now, we want to put that into here. So let's get those going. We're going to need a little bit more biomass, probably 2 months. Yeah, 1 more month before this is ready to go. And this melting kiln here, I think that's this one. Hang on. Let's move that up here. No, this one. Yeah, now that one's progressing. So this guy is going to be what we're going to upgrade, so we're just going to wait that out. So that seems fine. We have our council agenda good to go here, and we'll go ahead and launch that. And chart the unknown is possible, but I'm actually going to do correctional bisection. That seems good. We do need additional work out over here. Oh, look at this. These guys are much more colonizable now. That's interesting. Probably due to our habitability tech that we got a while back. But we're not interested at this moment in settling those worlds. We have a lot of other uses for our biomass right now. So we need to let this smelting pool get maxed out, and then we're going to upgrade this. But for now, this biomass can start going onto this pollinating world. So we'll put this here.
Horizons widen.
And then we'll build a chloroplastic lens array, which is limit 1. And then this lithic macerator will be brought up as well. There's our minor artifacts there. Okay. Naval capacity is not a bad thing to get. Same with habitability. These are both good. I'm going to lean towards habitability, I think. Yeah, I'm going to lean towards habitability here. We'll get going on that. Beautiful. Whispers in the Tempest. Disconcerting indeed. Okay. So that Radiant Storm is having some aftermath. That's all understood for right now. So that's okay. We're definitely doing a lot better on our tech now. Like, a lot better. And that's going to continue to improve. So up over here, checking in on that timing, 60 days. Okay. So I want to get this upgrade going, and I want to get this upgrade going. So that will be 2 months, which is perfect-ish. Perfect-ish. So the issue isn't that the issue isn't that the smelting pools break the pattern. It's just that we didn't have the 2nd level, but we had the 3rd level unlocked, which is wild. I'm surprised they didn't make that be a prerequisite. Very strange. But okay, sure. So can we get this to pop back up in front? No. Okay. Well, lithic baths are now done, and that's fine. What do we want to go for next? Citadels? Shard Gauss accelerators would be pretty nice. Exotic gas filters? I'm not that concerned about it right now. We've got a lot of things here that we are interested in getting, but I'm going to pick the Shard Gauss accelerators for now. So that'll be absolutely fine. We'll get that underway. Beautiful. So down over this direction, I do want to get this upgrade done. We're just waiting on the month tick, and the Contour Mega Plantations are going to finish now. So this is going to be a lot of resource production. No doubt about that. We can also swap these Cradles of Rebirth if we care to. I'm just thinking about how to go about doing that. So our best method of doing this probably would be to wait, settle all of these for generation of biomass, and then specialize, right? We can think of biomass very similarly to population. It's not the same thing, and it doesn't work the same way, but we can think about it very similarly in that regard. A new astral action is available, and we'll just gain the Quantum Catapult Insight. That'll be fine. Okay, cool. So we do have our minor artifacts full at this moment. We can grab a bunch of artifact analyses. That's fine for now. And down over this way, I want to check in on this science ship. So we're done here, and where else do we want this science ship to go? Well, for right now, our best bet is probably... I'm just looking around to see if we have any other archaeological digs. We can come down here to this astral rim. That'll be fine. So I'm thinking we probably want to get started on these colonizations as soon as possible then. And just kind of put this project on hold until our colonizations are done. They should go pretty quickly, in theory. And that would be good. Now, we are working on bringing up our power levels, but we're not high enough to contest that fallen empire yet. So that's absolutely concerning. We're not going to go any further in that regard. So down over this way, we can put in a hyper relay. Up over here, we can put a hyper relay up here. The hyper relay here will go there, and then this hyper relay goes into burritos. Perfect. So we're getting close to having our hyper relays where we want them to go. Now, we don't have dark matter drawing yet, which will be an interesting thing to get for sure. But for now, I think that we should absolutely colonize the worlds that exist, get them terraformed up, and get them into biomass producers. That's the goal as of right now. So that's where our biomass is going to go, and then we're going to develop worlds. We can grab a discovery tree point at this point, and research alternatives +1 is neat, but I'm going to go this direction. This is kind of a useless tech for us at this moment.
Adapted.
But databank uplinks will be good, so we'll get there. Now, we are saving this Ascension perk at this point for detox. And what do we need for that? We need climate restoration. So we're just hoping that we get that technology sooner rather than later. What do we got here? No climate restoration. Okay. So we are probably just going to do a reroll here. Wait, it's right here. I'm dumb. Okay, we're going to get that going. We had it partially researched. And that'll be absolutely fine for right now. So we'll get that going. Climate restoration will allow us to get detox, which will get us more planets to start colonizing. Speaking of which, we can get that one going. Perfect. So there will be more of these that we want to activate. We can activate this, that's fine. We don't have any other options, so we might as well do that as a triumph. We can sell off a bunch of food. We're making ridiculous sums of food at this moment, and that number of food is going to go up a lot. So definitely getting going on additional planets, I think, is the right call here. We just need to get all of these terraformed. And if we assume it's going to be 2,500 biomass per planet, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them? Yeah, I think it's 9. Somewhere around there. So pulling up a calculator times 9 is 22,500 biomass. Honestly, that's not going to take us that much to get. And not all of these will be the full cost, I don't think. That's still 2,500. This one's a tomb world. We can't do that yet. We need climate restoration for that. So that's understood. These are all the same amount of difficulty, so we'll just grab the first one. Seems okay. Beautiful. So I would love to get some of these going here, but these two are both tomb worlds. This is an Arctic world. This is a tomb world out over here. So tomb worlds are still red to us, but basically all of the others are not tomb worlds. Noted. So I just finished up hyperspace slipstreams, and what do we got here? Guardian snapper guns. Interesting. I don't know if that would actually upgrade anything that we are currently utilizing. Hang on, let's check. So we're currently using energy bursters, enzymatic webcasters, and we're using barb cannons. So that would be an upgrade here. We're not using that right now. So that's not something that I want to go after. Advanced reactor boosters, 0-point metabolism, both of those are decent. Or we could start cleaning up some of these technologies down here. And that's maybe not the worst idea. Advanced combat rolls, probably decent. Let's grab that for now. That's only going to be 8 months. We'll get some upgrades done eventually. Well, actually, we just got some new technology that we put in there. What was that? That was hyperspace slipstreams. So we can get new new hyperdrives put in here. And I'm definitely interested in doing that. So we'll get that going. For our juvenile, that's fine, power-wise. Fine, and fine. And we're running radio location here. This is gravitic sensors. That should be radio location. Okay. There, that looks good. So we'll get that going. For our weavers, we're of course going to be running the other hyperdrive here. That's elders. This is going to be good and good. Beautiful. And then for our harbingers, this should have automatically upgraded. Sure, that's fine. I'm going to turn off auto upgrade though, because I prefer to not have it on. Okay, so at this point, we'll get all of these guys upgraded. That should be pretty quick upgrades. This upgrade is already happening. Let's go ahead and I'm surprised that this upgrade is happening here. Halt your upgrade and re-upgrade. Did this not save because of that? It didn't save because of that. Okay, everybody halt your upgrades. Just stop. Now we need to go in here and we need to get these upgraded like so. That's the elder. Here's the mature. And here's the juvenile. Save that. There we go. Juvenile, mature, and elder. Save that. And finally, this one is upgraded. Okay. Now we can get these upgrades going. Perfect. So that'll be fine. And we have 2.4k biomass. So we're going to get started in Galovia here. Beautiful. So that all looks good. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue spreading our seed across our territory here, because we need to get more biomass. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.